Hello, welcome to Yin Yoga. Today's class, we're going to focus more on heart opening, which also means back bends and getting into that fourth chakra. So I'll give you some different prompts for that as we get going. Our peak pose today will be camel, which is the one that we're on their knees and we take that back bend back. I will give options for different people who don't have any props or can't reach back there. If you want to go back a little deep but can't quite reach the feet, blocks can be a good tool for you to help you put on the brakes for that if you want it. Otherwise, whatever it is that you need for Shavasana and maybe a folded blanket or two, and we will get going. So finding a nice tall seat. Think about lengthening from crown to tail, zipping up from pubic bone to behind the navel. We'll take a slight tuck in the chin. Then just come into the breath and settle into the practice. So I'm going to give you prompts to ponder, affirmations to say to yourself that go with the fourth chakra. But if at any time those aren't working for you, the color of the fourth chakra is green, and you can always bring that color back as your intention. The color of compassion. Big breaths, really expand through that rib cage. And slowly release. If the Ujjayi pranayama is in your practice and you'd like to bring that in, feel free to do so. And on this next exhale, fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Looking up there at those hands. Exhale, hands and heart center. So we've got the color green. We've got the area of the heart space. We've got compassion, we've got love. So whatever you want to set as your main intention, you can. When you're ready, we'll inhale, take that back up, separating the hands. Big inhale, exhale, take a nice side bend to the left. Breathe and expand, sits bones are grounded. So really get into the side of the heart here. Gaze is where you need it to be. Good, now from here, you choose your path. You can stay here, you can side bend deeper, you can choose to open towards the ceiling, or you can choose a C curve roll here, belly button and forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. Breathe and expand wherever you go. Inhale and lengthen, exhale, engage as you come all the way back up. Big inhale, exhale, taking that over to the other side. Take a more gentle side bend for right now. Breathing and expanding into the side body. Sorry, there was a fly or something that just went right into my face. I can avoid and ignore some things, but not when it's going right into my eyeball or trying to go up my nose. So from here, when you're ready, you can stay here. You can side bend deeper. You can open up to the ceiling. Or you can take that C curve roll, forehead in the direction of the knee, but not touching. Breathe and expand wherever it is you're going. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, coming back up. Reach, reach, reach. Let's take a gentle rotation to the left. Arms can come down, rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Bring that back shoulder back as well. Breathe and expand. Maybe the front shoulder can move back just a little bit more. And notice when you take your front shoulder back, if you get a little bit more stretch down that neck. And inhale and lift. Exhale, center. Inhale, exhale, taking that to the other side. Rolling shoulders back, looking a little bit more behind you. Taking the back shoulder back a little bit more. Breathe and expand. And the front shoulder comes back a little bit more. And inhale and lift. And exhale, come back to center. Good. We're going to come to all fours. We're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So because we're coming into varying degrees of back bends here, we want to make sure that we properly prepare that spine. Now, you can also bring a blanket in here too if you need some knee or wrist cushion. But I'm going to spread my fingers nice and wide, rooting through the knuckles of the pinky, pointer, and thumb. Knees are under the hips. Inhale, shine the heart forward, tip the pelvis back. Exhale and round. Inhale into cow into extension. Exhale into cat into flexion. Inhale, extension. Exhale, flexion. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, just take a little child's pose here. Knees can be together as wide as the mat or somewhere in between. Arms can be long in front of you or back by the ankles. Breathe and expand. Could we zip up a little bit more from the pubic bone behind the navel? And maybe this affirmation saying to yourself, I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of taking care of myself and self-care. I am worthy of good things happening to me. And then from here, when you're ready, good, we'll come up from there. Good, let's take just a little bit of a side bend here. So we're just opening up still the side body and all those areas. So as I come over to my right, I'm going to walk my left fingertips forward, lift my hips slightly, press into the right hand, sink towards that left hip. Breathe and expand here. Good. And we'll lift, walk that through center. Pause center for a moment to let the spine reset. And then we'll walk that over to the left. As you come over to the left, walk the right fingertips forward, lift the hips slightly, press into the left hand, sink towards the right side. Breathe and expand here. And we'll come back up, come back to center. Good. We're going to come down onto the belly. So we're going to come into Sphinx and or seal. And remember, if you need that extra support under the pelvis, you can always put a folded blanket under there. The hip bone and the edge of the blanket will kind of be together. But I'm going to offer you a different way to do this. We're going to be here for about 2.5 minutes. I'm going to start in my Sphinx, and which is this, and then I'm going to end in a seal, which is this. Now, if you would rather come up into seal right off the bat, you can do that. If you want to stay in Sphinx the whole time, you're welcome to do that as well. Just be where you need to be here. Good. So wherever you're going, legs are hip width apart. Shoulders are back in their pockets. Good. I'm just kind of shining my heart a little bit more forward here. Belly button stays in to protect the low spine so we're not hanging back there. Breathe. Coming back to that color green. Coming back to love and compassion and being worthy of those attributes. So from here, you can choose to stay where you are, or you can make a change. You can go from Sphinx to Seal, or Seal to Sphinx. If you're up high, remember, we don't want to crunch in the spine, and we don't want to have shoulder earrings here. So really press the shoulders back in their pocket. Stay with breath. And then from here, when you're ready, carefully come out of where you went. Make a recovery pillow with your hands, and we'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle here for a moment. Breathing. Good. And then for some of you, it might also be better if you come back into a child's pose. So if that feels better for your body, you can come back and do that one. Good. And then from here, we'll give the back a little bit of a break from extension. Coming back to all fours, we're just going to work through a few little thread the needles here, just coming into a little bit of a different twist. So I'm going to start. The right arm's going to come out. Remember, hips stay over the knees. Good. Scoop one time. Open up. Scoop two times and hold that down there. Breathe and expand. Use your left arm to help you stay here so we're not crunching the neck, pressing the ear into the mat. With that long line still from crown to tail. And then when you're ready, pressing into the left hand, coming back up from here. Good. Then you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take that to the other side. So from here, left arm is going to come out. Exhale, take a scoop. Inhale, exhale, scoop it all the way through. Good. Use your right hand and arm to hold you there. Needed alignment. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, pressing through the right hand, coming back up here, and just a little wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take this next one into melting heart. So again, hips will stay over the knees. Different options for different people. I'm going to show you with a couple different things here. So some people might come down on forearms and then shining the chest forward, hips back. That might be your melting heart today. Some of you will take a folded blanket. That's going to be a little softer, placing it right under the chest. You can also use a block and do that. And then when you come down, then you've got support, taking your arms longer here if you want it. And some of you may not need anything there. And that's okay too. So remember, full melting heart, chin comes to the floor, but if you've got neck issues, take forehead to the floor. So from here, whenever you're ready, this is going to be a 3-minute one. Let me, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll do that from right there. Good. So from here, when you're ready, take it into steps, hips over the knees. Breathe and expand. So we're worthy of love. How about saying to yourself, I can receive love. I can give love and joy to others. You know, anytime you need to come out of something, you can. Come back to the color green. Good. So from here, based on where you went, carefully come out of there. Good. We're going to come back down, nice little recovery position. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And if you have the chin down on the floor, just take your head and neck to one side. And then the other side. And then from here, we're all going to press back, if you're not already there, into a child's pose. Breathe and expand. Good. And then from here, we'll come up. We're going to prepare ourselves for caterpillar. So we've done some deeper extensions. Now we're going to come into a deeper flexion to counter some of that work. So I'm going to sit on a folded blanket here because that's what my body wants today. Remember, you can also take a bolster or something in front of you if you need that. And legs will come forward. I recommend keeping a little bit of space between the legs if you've got some back issues. And think about an anterior tilt of the pelvis. So tailbone's going to come back, hip bones are going to rock forward. Good. Feet are in flexion. Support the back of the knees if you need to do that. We'll be 3 minutes here. Big inhale and reach. Exhale, hinge forward with a long spine. Then allow yourself to fold in. Think about breathing into the back body, this area right here. And as the body settles in, it'll want to go deeper on the exhales. And if it's safe for you to do that, you can go there. I am worthy of love. I can give and receive love. I deserve love. Good. So when you're ready, carefully come out of your caterpillar. Good. Gently take a rotation to one side and gently take a rotation to the other side. Good. So we're going to get a little bit more into the legs and the shoulders a little bit here. So I'm just going to turn a little bit at an angle. So I'm going to take my left leg forward. I'm going to bring my right foot in. Good. And as we come here, yeah, that's right. Good. I'm going to take my arms up and reach, and then taking arms forward. So my left leg is forward. I'm going to take my left arm on top of the right. Now, if you can eagle arm wrap here, you can. If not, just hug yourself. And then big inhale, exhale, lengthen as you take a fold, giving your body some space to move. Now, if it at any time, because this is a 3-minute practice here, if you need to come out of something or undo the arms, that's fine. We've talked about love a little bit. Well, what about forgiveness? I can forgive others. Can you forgive others? Being mindful, forgiving and forgetting are not the same thing. Expand the rib cage. Good, and from here, carefully come out of there. If your arms are still wrapped, carefully undo. Good, and just get a gentle twist towards the right. And coming back center. We're gonna switch that up now. So right leg's gonna come forward, left foot's gonna come in. Inhale and reach. Exhale, arms forward. This time, right arm on top of the left. Hug yourself or wrap, and then lengthen as you hinge forward. And careful not to go too deep, too fast. So you can forgive others. Can you forgive yourself? Sometimes that's harder than forgiving other people. You know, about self-forgiveness. Good, and from here, carefully come out, carefully undo. Good, we're gonna take a gentle twist to the left. Breathe and expand. Good, and coming back to center. So now we're gonna come into the peak pose of camel. So for camel, we'll be here not for 3 minutes, or maybe 2:30. So from here, good. You can grab another blanket here if you need some knee cushion, because we'll be up on the knees. Even if you're taking one of the modifications and not coming into the full, You might still want some knee cushion here. So to give you some different options here, those of you that are not going to go all the way back in full extension, good. Remember, hips stay over the knees, rolling shoulders back. Hands can come right here, this way or this way, you choose. Rolling shoulders back, taking your chest towards the ceiling. This might be your camel, okay? Others might come to half camel here for the first half, and then a second half. Good. And you can do that with blocks, having a block on each side, even for the half. And if you're coming into the full, then you can take your hands back here for that one, or you can take your hands all the way back to the feet, which is the one that I'm going to do today. So choose where you need to be, and remember, you're not committed here. So if you start one way and you feel like, oh, I can do more, then you can go a little bit deeper and you're like, oh, I'm too deep, I can't stay here the whole time. That's fine too. But whenever you're ready, zipping up, front body's always engaged. Find your camel. And I like to come on my toes here, but you can keep the feet down as well. So my hips are forward. My belly button is in. I'm breathing. And like any back bend, if you feel any crunching in the back, we've gone too far and you want to back off until you no longer feel that. Open heart, open mind. Color green. Nodding the chin, carefully coming up out of there. Find a child's pose. Anyone that would feel good to you. Good. And then when you're ready, no rush out of here. Good. We're going to come up. We're going to come onto our backs now. So I'm just going to move this folded blanket that I used for my knees out of the way. Now, if there's some props and things that you want to bring in for Shavasana, go ahead and have those handy. Good. And then when you're ready, good, we'll come down. And as you come all the way down there, just bring the knees into the chest. And maybe rock side to side. Hands to the knees, Maybe making some little massage circles here. And then in the other. Good. All right, we're going to come to a gentle stretch, moving into figure 4 and figure 4 twist. So taking your hands behind the right leg, let them travel up as high as they can go. Giving a gentle tug, maybe a point and flex through that foot. Remember, I can receive and give love. I can receive and give forgiveness. Good. Now from here, carefully release. Cross that right ankle over the left knee. This might be your figure 4 today on the side, or you can bring this in closer to the chest. You can rock it if you want to. Good, and then from here, good, keeping the figure 4 shape, we're gonna let the left foot come back down. We're gonna take that figure 4 twist to the left, and we're gonna spend a couple minutes there. So, and whenever you're ready, big inhale, exhale, taking that twist over to the left, maybe looking to the right. Breathe and expand. Good, inhale love, exhale self-forgiveness. We all have something that we can forgive ourselves for a little bit more. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, carefully come back up. Good. Bringing it back in. Carefully undo, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to take that all on the other side. So taking hands behind the left leg now, let them travel up as high as they can go. Maybe in some point and flexing through the foot. Breathing here. I am worthy of love and compassion. I am worthy of good things happening to me and then my life. Good. And then when you're ready, we'll release, taking that left ankle over the right knee for figure 4. You might need to stay down here, or maybe you bring it into the chest and rock side to side a little bit. Good. And then when you're ready, then we'll take that right foot back down, leaving the legs and everything in figure four. And when you're ready, we're going to take that figure four twist to the right and looking to the left for a couple minutes. Breathe and expand. Release to the hips. I just caught myself tightening up. So if it's happening to me, I know it's happening to someone else. And then from here, carefully coming back to center and undo. Take both knees back into the chest. One more time if you want to. One final little flexion move here, taking the chest, the knees and the chest into each other. Good. And then we're going to come into Shavasana from here. So I'm going to bring in a folded blanket for my head pillow and a bolster for under my legs. And then sometimes it can feel grounding if you have a little bit of weight right across the hips. So I'm going to take my other blanket and do that. I'm going to come right into here and then maybe making yourself about 10% more comfortable than where you're going to go. And I'll leave you here for a few moments, pondering self-compassion, pondering love of others and self, pondering the color green. Begin to take some deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement of the fingers and the toes. Choose stillness or maybe moving any props out of the way if you need to do that as you choose to take knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body grounded or maybe lifting one more time into a full body hug. And then choosing stillness, removing any other remaining props out of the way. Taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes. Full body stretch, point and flex through feet. Bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees, and you choose rolling over to your right or left side, the side that works best for your body in this moment. Pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Noticing how you feel. Big inhale and reach, arms up overhead, touching palms together. Exhale, hands at heart center. Reconnecting with that intention, the color green, compassion for self, compassion for others, love for self, love for others, maybe forgiveness. One more time. And we'll take our thumbs to our forehead for good and true thoughts, to our lips for good and kind words, and to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well, may you have a wonderful day and evening ahead. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.